appreciate you. Y'all already know what it is. Y'all already know what it is, man. It's Hannibal the Moore Show. You already know what it is. And we're back with another one.
Send this to a
in London.
Send this to a Muslim mommy that you know because she needs this garment right now. This is the new mommy.
In London, they printed a Bible for the enslaved. They removed Exodus on purpose. 90% of the Old Testament was cut. This is the record of what they deleted.
They did not lose the pages. They chose the pages. Every cut had a reason.
The reason was control.
Slave Bible, London 1807. 1,200 chapters cut down to 232. Exodus gone, so the people would not move.
They edited the book to keep the chains in proof. The full name was Parts of the Holy Bible, selected for the use of the Negro slaves in the British West India Islands. It was printed in London on behalf of the Society for the Conversion of Negro Slaves. Bishop of London, Belby Porteous founded a missionary society for this work in 1794. The Standard Protestant Bible has 1,189 chapters. The Slave Bible kept only 232 of them. Around 90% of the Old Testament was around 50% of the New Testament was it was sent to the British West Indies. Barbados and Antigua, missionaries teach the planet class. 3 years people in Haiti had to be for the nation. So the editors handed slaves a book with the door to out. The reason was control.
London 1807. 1,200 chapters cut down to 232. Exodus gone, so the people would not
Exodus were cut. God leading the Israelites out of slavery in Egypt. Galatians 3:28 was cut.
There is neither bond nor free, for ye are all one.
1:16 was cut. And steals and sells a person shall be put to death. Deuteronomy 23:15. 16 was cut. Do not return an escaped slave to his master. Revelation was cut. Promise that evil ends and coming to the But the story of Joseph stayed slave. And they were born by God. Ephesians 6:5 stayed. They printed a Bible for the enslaved. They removed This is not a poem. These are facts I ran in Africa. It's in Black America. It's in Black America. Message. They took your reading first. Because every right will come right after it.
They did not start with the chain. They started with the page. Take the read, take the risk. That was the law, that was the cage. I ran it, sent the message. Black America, hear it plain. Every was once a crime, learn and explain.
In 17, South Carolina passed the Negro Act after the Stono Uprising. They wrote it in the law. It became a crime to teaching the slave person the right. After that, turned the roads in 1831. Virginia, Alabama, Georgia, North Carolina followed. from slavery to freedom. That is the exact reason the law made the rule.
They started with the pain. Take the rights. That was the law. That was the case. And Africa sent the message. Black America, here it is. Every right you hold today was once recruited to learn and explain.
The Civil War ended slavery in 1865. That same year, Congress created the Freedmen's Bureau. It built schools across the South. Just free black literacy rose fast in a single generation. So the next attack was not only violence, it was a test. Mississippi rewrote its constitution in 1860. It required illiteracy and the vote. Other states copied the Mississippi plan one by one. They called it beautiful. They called it big. They called it one of the greatest things they ever did. They signed it in the Rose Garden with a golden pen in hand. And 40 million people watched their groceries leave the land. One big beautiful bill signed upon the marble hill. Tax cuts for the peasants, food stamps for the floor. One big beautiful bill. What's it beautiful for? One big beautiful bill. One big beautiful bill. 22 million families gone from the program rules. One big beautiful bill. God bless America's soul. $146 every single month was all that stood between a family and the hunger's brunt. They worked the work requirements, ticked every single box. Then the bill moved all the goalposts and it changed all of the clocks. One big beautiful bill, 4 million already spent off the program in a year while the tax cuts grew. One big beautiful bill. For who? One big beautiful bill. One big beautiful bill. 11 million losing coverage. The CBO said clear. One big beautiful bill. The most beautiful of the year. They shut the government down in the fall of 25. The food stamp system froze while 40 million tried to stay alive. Babies went unfed, banks ran out dry. And the president said beautiful and straightened up his tie. A trillion cut from Medicaid across the decade span. 17 million uninsured, that's the projection, man. Rural hospitals closing in the counties far from town. Late night screens glow blue in empty rooms. Sirens in the distance. Everybody scrolling. Nobody sleeping. Smoke in the skyline. Rumors in the wires.
Trust now.
Who do we trust now? Everybody shouting through the breaking news.
Golden balls shaking when the sky turns red.
Still, no talking peace through deep smoke on the horizon underneath cold screens. Crowds keep arguing on the viral clips. Everybody drowning inside comments. Scripts, maps on the table, shadows on glass. Everybody too fast. Red lights blinking across hotel halls. Fake smiles hanging from expensive walls. Press cameras waiting outside like gates. History looping through different names. Never slow down. Yeah, one fire fades, another one starts. Fear sells quicker than broken hearts. Every new crisis covers all mistakes. Everybody betting on how much breaks. And the room got colder.
Chasing lights at burning rooms.
Everybody shouting through the breaking rooms.
Golden walls shaking when the sky turns red.
Still, nobody listening to the fear we said.
We kept chasing light through collapsing dreams.
Truth gets blurry underneath the laser beams.
Everybody running when the pressure blooms.
We kept chasing light inside burning rooms. Private jets cutting lines through dark skies. Public prayers make some billion-dollar lies. Young kids watching wars through tiny phones. Learning fear before they're fully grown. Everybody picking sides overnight. Nobody asking if the future feels right. Haters talking louder than the people heard. While exhausted work, we still clocking the work. Old man gambling with another headline. Acting strong while the whole room declines. Every speech sounds hollow at the midnight. Every promise disappears by daylight.
Too much noise.
Too much noise.
Too much noise.
Yeah, and somewhere a mother turned the TV low, trying not to let her children know how fragile peace can really become when ego beats louder than human love. Maybe power was never built for lonely men. Maybe crowns grow heavy in hidden hands. Maybe the loudest voice inside the room is secretly terrified of losing control. Late night screens glow blue in empty rooms. Sirens in the distance. Everybody scrolling. Nobody sleeping. Smoke in the skyline. Rumors in the wires.
Who do we trust now?
Who do we trust now?
Just honey.
Chasing light inside.
Everybody shouting through the breaking news.
Golden walls shaking when the sky turns red.
Still, nobody listening to the fear we said.
We kept chasing light through collapsing dreams.
Truth gets blurry underneath the laser beams.
Everybody running when the pressure blooms.
We kept chasing light inside burning rooms. Phones buzzing hard in the middle of dinner. Every headline makes the silence feel thinner. Men in suits talking peace through clenched teeth. Smoke on the horizon underneath cold screens. Crowds keep arguing on the viral clips. Everybody drowning inside comments. Scripts, maps on the table. Shadows on glass. Nobody slowing down. Everybody too fast. Red lights blinking across hotel halls. Fake smiles hanging from expensive walls. Cameras waiting outside like gates. History looping through different names. Never slow down. One fire fades, another one starts. Fear sells quicker than broken hearts. Every new crisis covers all mistakes. Everybody betting on how much it breaks. And the room got colder.
Chasing light inside burning rooms.
Everybody shouting through.
Golden walls shaking when the sky turns red.
Still, nobody listening to the fear we said.
Chasing light through collapsing dreams.
Truth is blurry underneath the laser beams.
Everybody running when the pressure blooms.
Private jets cutting lines through dark skies. Public prayers make some billion-dollar lies. Young kids watching wars through tiny phones. Learning fear before they're fully grown. Everybody picking sides overnight. Nobody asking if the future feels right. Haters talking louder than the people heard. While it's hard work, we still clocking the work. Old man gambling with another headline. Acting strong while the whole room declines. Every speech sounds hollow at the midnight. Every promise disappears by daylight. Too much noise. Yeah, and somewhere a mother turned the TV low, trying not to let her children know how fragile peace can really become when ego beats louder than human love. pain. Forced to witness his suffering, forced to remain. The goal was not punishment, the goal was control. Remove the next generation, remove the next soul. A strong black man from the strong sons, sons who would fight back, sons who would run. So they cut that future right out of his brain. Left him bleeding in the dirt, calmly keeping them tame. No record was kept of how many they took. No name in the courthouse, no page in the book. Just men on plantations and men on the block. Castrated in public, treated worse than livestock. This was not rage, this was calculated design to break the black bloodline before it's time.
They feared what a strong black man could build. They feared the sons that his bloodline filled. So they took a blade and they called it law. And they cut him down where the whole camp started. Cut like cannons.
Stop rebellion,
No medicine, no mercy.
just screaming a million.
Testicles removed by the hand of a traitor.
Family watch,
They called it control, not murder.
cut like animals.
Stripped of tomorrow.
His children would never come.
They made sure to follow.
This is not a story. This is what they did to black men in chains on American soil in front of their wives and children. History must speak.
They feared what a strong black man could build. They feared the sons that his bloodline filled. So they took a blade and they called it law. And they cut him down where the whole camp started.
Lights up, flags rise. 1713. On the ship Henrietta Marie. Chained Africans across the Atlantic with no room to stand. Many died before land appeared. The bodies were thrown into the ocean behind the ship. The ocean saw.
Listen to this closely.
What's happened to your bloodline?
This was planned for profit.
Your ancestors survived it.
The water remembers your ancestors' names. Millions crossed the Atlantic in chains. Many never touched land alive. You are here because they refused to die quietly.
Yeah. From the 1500s to the 1800s, European ships crossed West Africa, Portugal, Britain, Spain, France, and the Netherlands built this trade. They bought and kidnapped African people for labor in the Americas. Historians estimate that 10 to 12 million Africans survived the crossing. Millions more died before reaching shore. People were taken from Angola, Senegal, Ghana, Nigeria, and Congo. Many were marched hundreds of miles to slave ports and chains. And ports like Elm in the Castle. Families were separated forever. The crossing became known as the Middle Passage. Ships packed human beings below deck like cargo. Some ships held more than 400 people at once. Groups became famous for how tightly people were packed. Men, women, and children were chained together for weeks or months. Many could not sit upright. Disease spread fast in the heat below deck. Dysentery, fever, dehydration, and women were sexually abused by crew members during the voyage. Some ships were jumped into the ocean and lived in slavery in 1781. Crew of the slave ship zoned through more than 130 Africans into the sea for insurance money. The owners went to court demanding payment for the murdered people. Oh, louder, Oquiana wrote about the smell, the chains, and the screaming in his 1789 book. Organized torture created for money.
Do not look away from this history.
They counted black bodies as cargo.
But your ancestors kept fighting. No one remembers your ancestors.
17, 40 years before Columbus, sailed west. A pope in Rome signed a letter. It gave one king the legal right to enslave human beings forever. This is that document. These are the facts.
You was 14.
Held the pen.
Church of Rome made it law. Bondage authorized by a holy man.
Dumbed out verses. June 18th, 1452, the day. Received the grant, permission to seize, to conquer, to enslave. 40 years before Columbus. The Pope had already signed the page. Nicholas V led the Catholic Church on June 18, 1452. He issued dumb diverses. He addressed it to King Alfonso the Fifth of Portugal. The letter granted the king full power, power to attack, search out, to capture, to subdue the named targets. Was every fingers and other unbelievers. The text granted the right to reduce these persons to perpetual slavery, perpetual means forever with no end. It also granted the right to seize the lands they gained their property.
Assalamualaikum, love bug. Waalaikumsalam. How you? No. No, I ain't been back to sleep since I woke up this morning. I said, no, ma'am.
Oh, well, I just wanted to let you know I'm getting off at 2:30.
Oh, you wanted to remind me that you was getting off at 2:30.
Yeah, because I need to be there at 2:30.
Oh, you want me to be there at 2:30? You want me to be there? I'm gonna be there before 2:30, man, so you can come right out the door and be there and be to me at 2:30. You know what I'm saying?
You break it up. Hold on.
You can hear me now?
Hold on. What did you say now?
I said I'm gonna be there before 2:30.
That's right.
Yeah, inshallah, I'm gonna be there before 2:30, so that way, whenever 2:30 come, you should be in the vehicle.
No, I got to clock out.
Okay. All right, I give you that.
All right, I'm about to start walking. I don't want to wait. Stuff on the phone.
All right, no doubt. Love you.
Later.
All right, later.
Huh?
I said later.
Be obedient to them that are your masters.
Copies are known to exist. Two are in the United Kingdom. One is in Washington on was 1,189 chapters. This one was hollowed down to 232. The book of red carpet down.
Honey, you absolute idiot! Look what you did! Wrong. It was a great move. A tremendous move. The best move ever. Believe me! Donnie the pedo, baby the thief. Two little clowns bringing global grief. Baby breaks the window, Donnie breaks the door. And that are running the global war.
You're doing it wrong, Donnie.
Listen, Donnie, your pockets are dry, the budget is flat. Blockade the Red Sea, make the fuel prices go splat. I need another billion for my missile and tank. Go tell the taxpayers to empty their bank. Hold on, baby, I have a massive, beautiful brain. I'll fix the pump prices, I'll stop the economic rain. I went to Beijing, told them, give me the oil, okay? But they laughed in my face, threw my deal away. Oh, come on, they were so mean to me, so mean. Now gas is $5, isn't that a beautiful price? No, you total pig, Donnie.
$5, that's for our own guys.
Our rent is paying pennies while our whole empire dies. We're supposed to rob them, not the citizens on our street.
You just ruined the beat, you double-brain piece of meat.
Donnie the pedo, baby the thief. Two little clowns bringing global grief. Baby breaks the window, Donnie breaks the door. Patent matter running the global war. Relax, criminal baby. I'm a stable genius, no doubt. I called up Maduro, tried to sort this thing out. I tried to arrest him with the plastic handcuff in the lobby, but he stole my Big Mac and laughed at my hobby. Oh my God, Donnie, you are a walking disaster zone. I told you to follow the APAC script on your phone. I'm taking $4 billion completely down the drain, and you're still losing to a hoofy crane. The supply chain is ghosted, the dollar is sick. Fix it right now, do a magical trick. I'll print more money, 1 trillion bills on my face. Okay, look at the headlines. The world is wide awake. They see the empty tables and the cash that we take. The ambulances stop, the medicine's long gone. They're calling us monsters from dusk till dawn. Who cares about medicine? Look at my hair, it's grand. I'm the finest orange boy in all of the land. Let's blame it on Biden or Kamala's silly laugh while we run to Florida and steal the other half. It won't save your Epstein crew. The tank is totally empty, and the joke is on you. Donnie, which wire do I cut? The red or the blue? The orange one, it matches my shoe. There is no orange wire, you pedo clown! That just slammed the big thing! Let's shut it down! Donnie the pedo, baby the thief. Two little clowns bringing gold. Baby breaks the window, Donnie breaks the door. Patent matter running the global war. Donnie, you look what you did! Wrong. It was a great move. A tremendous move. The best move ever. Donnie the pedo, baby the thief. Two little clowns bringing global grief. Baby breaks the window, Donnie breaks the door. Patent matter running the global war.
You're doing it wrong, Donnie.
Listen, Donnie, your pockets are dry. The budget is flat. Blockade the Red Sea, make the fuel prices go splat. I need another billion for my missile and tank. Go tell the taxpayers to empty their bank. Hold on, baby, I have a massive, beautiful brain. I'll fix the pump prices, I'll stop the economic rain. I went to Beijing, told them, give me the oil, okay? But they laughed in my face, threw my deal away. Oh, come on, they were so mean to me, so mean. Now gas is $5, isn't that a beautiful price? No, you total pig, Donnie.
$5, that's for our own guys.
Our rent is paying pennies while our whole empire dies. We're supposed to rob them, not the citizens on our street.
You just ruined the beat, you double-brain piece of meat.
Donnie the pedo, baby the thief. Two little clowns bringing global grief. Baby breaks the window, Donnie breaks the door. Patent matter running the global war. Relax, criminal baby. I'm a stable genius, no doubt. I called up Maduro, tried to sort this thing out. I tried to arrest him with the plastic handcuff in the lobby, but he stole my Big Mac and laughed at my hobby. Oh my God, Donnie, you are a walking disaster zone. I told you to follow the APAC script on your phone. I'm taking $4 billion completely down the drain, and you're still losing to a hoofy crane. The supply chain is ghosted, the dollar is sick. Fix it right now, do a magical trick. I'll print more dusk until dawn. Who cares about medicine? Look at my hair, it's grand. I'm the finest orange boy in all of the land. Let's blame it on Biden or Kamala's silly laugh while we run to Florida and steal the other half. Florida lords won't save your Epstein crew. The tank is totally empty, and the joke is on you. Johnny, which wire do I cut? The red or the blue? Cut the orange one, it matches my shoe. There is no orange wire, you pedo clown. Then just slam the big red button. Let's shut it down. Johnny's the pedo. Two little clowns bringing global grief. Bibi breaks the window, Johnny breaks the door. Patent matter running the global war. It's May of 2026, a busy time of year. The president packed up his bags and said, I'm out of here. He boarded up his big blue plane. The engine started roaring. Destination Beijing, China. Wall Street wasn't scoring. The trade war had been dragging on. The Middle East was causing problems. Nothing making sense. The shipping lanes were complicated. Oil was running slow. So someone said, go talk to C. He's the one to know. The plane touched down in Beijing with a grand and royal flair. Children waving little flags. Honor guards were there. The cameras caught the pageantry. The red carpet rolled on. The welcoming committee played a very cheerful song. He said, what a magnificent reception. Truly world-class stuff. He called Egypt great. So many times he lost his confidence. Temple of heaven tour was lovely. Banking going strong. But everyone was watching close to see where this was going along. Always flew across the ocean with a very long list. Checked it once and checked it twice, but something had been missed. The deals look good in photographs. The smiles look very wide. But the thing he came to ask for, well, that stayed stuck inside. That stayed stuck inside. The cameras missed. Behind the polished door, the pleasantries were finished and they got down to the core. He said, listen, I need something, and I think you understand. The strain is causing problems and I need a helping hand. Make it talk to Tehran, put some pressure on the scene. Help us get those shipping lanes back open nice and clean. She poured the tea in silence. Took a breath and gave a smile. Said peace is very important. And they told me quite a while. But when the words were all translated, sorted, and reviewed, no major ship in China stance was clearly coming through. Beijing had its own interests, partnerships to keep. Decades-long relationships aren't something you can sweep. China buys the oil, the trade routes run both ways. Strategic partnerships get built across 1,000 days. So vague support for ending war was really all that came. No turning China against Tehran. The board, they just the same. Oh, he flew across the ocean with a very long list. Checked it once and checked it twice, but something had been missed. The deals look good in photographs. The smiles look very wide, but the thing he came to ask for, well, that stayed stuck inside. That stayed stuck inside. Out and told the press, fantastic, what a trip. He mentioned Boeing airplanes, soybeans on the ship. The journalists wrote carefully, pageantry over deals. Analysts were reading through the fine print of the spills. Taiwan got firm pushback, tech talk stayed unclear. The Hormuz situation, well, that issue didn't clear. The world was watching carefully from every hemisphere, netting what was promised versus what actually appeared. Because the world is shipping now, the maps are being retrieved.
Shit, y'all already know what it is.